Since 2010, depression and suicidality in teenage girls doubled and self-harm tripled. What's the common factor since 2010? Smartphones and social media access. Why is social media so harmful for girls? One, their identity formation is taking place in public. Girls are supposed to be forming their identity within their family, within close friendships, through self-reflection. But instead, social media advertises this process in full public display before hundreds, thousands of anonymous individuals. And every mistake is on record forever. She's not developing a healthy identity. She's performing for an audience 24/7. Second, the comparison trap. Girls naturally compare themselves. We all do. But social media forces an impossible comparison. Everyone posts their best moments. Photos and videos are carefully edited and curated, and physical appearance is digitally altered. In other words, your daughter is comparing her day-to-day life to everyone else's highlight reel, and she's losing. 3, hypersensitivity to social rejection. Girls are more wired to be sensitive to social interactions than boys. This is normal and healthy, but social media weaponizes it because every post is a referendum on her self-worth. Every like or lack of like is a personal judgment. Comments from strangers on the internet are commonly cruel or disturbing, and fear of missing out is constant. 4, the loneliness paradox. This is one of my favorite ones. A study from the Academy of Psychological Sciences found that there's a bidirectional relationship between social media use and isolation. This means that greater isolation leads to greater social media use, as would be expected, but also greater social media use leads to greater sense of loneliness. So this is a classic vicious cycle, which builds on itself, in which the more someone uses social media, the more lonely they feel, and therefore the more social media they use. Think about the contrast between social media and real friendships. Real friendships require vulnerability, presence, sincerity, authenticity, just wasting time together. This is the opposite of social media use, in which she may have hundreds of followers, many of which are probably middle-aged men, but no real friends. 5, the algorithm beats darkness. The algorithm is maximized for engagement. What's going to get engagement? What's going to get clicks? Content about self-harm and suicide, body transformation, weight loss, dieting, drama, conflict, comparison, and competition. The algorithm learns she's insecure about her body, so it feeds her more content about that, which makes her more insecure. Spiral continues. When I've seen girls with social media addiction, they can't concentrate. They can't tolerate distress. They can't spend time with nothing to do. They're depressed and anxious and don't have real friends. They're not capable, in fact, of real friendship because they don't know how to sacrifice for the good of someone else.